back with you tonight. Coach and mentor to help people to bring more joy into their lives and creator of the Breakthrough Joy program. And also creator of the Laugh It Off app. And I'm so thrilled we're about to release our Android version. Yay! One of the things today, I wanted to share this with you because I want you to celebrate. Celebrate the things of where you've come from and where you're at today. For instance, this is 2016, about, not so long ago actually, even up to 5 years ago, I was still working through a near bankruptcy that I brought on. I take full responsibility for that. Granted, there's always two people that create a situation usually, but it was because I wanted to save our farm, and instead I put it into a possible bankruptcy because of the real estate business I got in. Had 3 partners, and admittedly, this is back in 2004, 2000 up to 2008, when the crash started to happen. And I thought this one word I would never use this to describe me. But I got greedy. And I never, ever thought I was greedy. But that did come to play in some of the sales, and me saying, no, why should we sell that? We made all this money on this sale. It was only a month ago, and you want $30,000 less on this sale? Now I think about it, and I think that's just ridiculous. Why wouldn't we? So instead of listening to the expert, things happened and things tumbled, and because of those houses either going into foreclosure or not being sold, going back to the banks, racking up credit card debt to help pay for things, I created a situation where we about went bankrupt. A couple of my partners, one almost did, one she did file bankruptcy, and we just ended up splitting, going our different ways and taking care of this business on our own. Well, and in the meantime, I get a lawyer, and today, to this very day, my lawyer is still stunned at how I worked through it all and how we did not file bankruptcy and how I did the negotiations with the credit card companies. He is still amazed at that I was able to pull us out of that. But I had somebody asked me, Tammy, how do you be unstoppable? Well, I tell you what, when you have this goal and this deep burning within you, even if it's exhausting to some degrees and some points, being unstoppable, it's a choice. And I declared bankruptcy was not an option. I would do anything and everything to avoid that, to work through that. And I did. And I tell you what, when you decide that you're unstoppable, or another word is perseverance. I even had somebody else call me, one of my old mentors, Bo Eason, called me a wedge buster. Because I am breaking through I'm about ready to cuss. Every freaking wedge there is to make sure that bankruptcy was not happening with us. And that happened. That happens in business, that happens in my personal life. I would break through anything to make sure my kids knew that they were loved and taken care of. That they knew that they were loved, that they would grow up with that. But back to business. So as I was going through these papers today, cleaning up some things, I found some of those old papers. And we're still paying on one of the loans that we negotiated. Probably have about 3 or 4 more years. So yeah, it can take time to bring yourself up out of what was once very despairing. I mean, but I never lost hope. But man, there were some dark days, some really dark, put strain on each one of us, strain on our marriage, pulled us together in some ways, but other ways like, what the hell? But I started the real estate business because not just to save the farm because we were experiencing drought, but I had my own insecurities back then of, well, if I could make all this money, then maybe my dad would be proud of me. Maybe my husband would be proud of me. And all these different thoughts like that of proving myself, my worth, my, just trying to make a space for myself, thinking that that was about real estate, making a lot of money, because being told that's the quickest way to make money. But I know now that wasn't, even though I love real estate and I loved that whole interaction and just everything that went into it, but it wasn't me. It wasn't my soul's calling. However, by going through that, I've been able to help other people that have gone through that too, that have ended up going into bankruptcy. And I found this card from somebody that I actually owed quite a bit of money to, $9,000. And she took payments, $200 a month. That's all I could do at that point in my life. And I wanted to share this with you. I wanted to read it. Because I'm celebrating me. I'm celebrating what we worked through, what I worked through, what I worked so hard to make happen. And I share this as this experience to you to maybe even look back at some of the things that you thought were not so cool. Some really tough stuff. Some really dark things that could have taken you out, and they did not. You deserve to celebrate how you came through that. So this lady I owed money to, the last payment, she sends me this card with a heart on it. Tammy, thanks for being so I just showed my, I need bifocals, but hey, I'm 53. I don't want to do bifocals yet. Tammy, thanks for being so thoughtful and honest over the past couple of years. It is always so nice to meet real, in quotes, real, honest people. God love you and many blessings on you and your family. Diane. And I celebrate her. And her, I'm really grateful. I'm sending her so much energy today. I haven't talked to her since then. But the fact that she allowed me to take however long it took. It was like 5 years before I got that paid off. And we're still paying off another loan like I shared. So no matter what you've been through, if you need help to get through some of these things, that's why I'm here. That's why I do the coaching and mentoring I do. Let me share this one last thing. One of the guys I worked with, one time, we did a session. The next morning, we do a check-in, and he says, Tammy, I took the bullet out of my pocket. I said, what are you talking about? And he told me, I've been carrying around a bullet in my pocket for 3 months, wondering when I was going to use it on me. And I took it out of my pocket last night before I went to bed. I mean, that's remarkable. And I know him telling me that, I know I'm doing the right thing now. And I keep getting the messages and the verbally and through just all kinds of ways that I'm on the right path. So if you want to find your right path, if you need help to help discover things, I mean, I use so many of my gifts and talents now. I love what I do. Absolutely love inspiring people to be their best and helping them to see their greatness and bringing them out. So celebrate you today. What have you been through that you maybe don't want to share with somebody? Because I never thought I'd be sharing this on a video. Celebrate you. And if you need help, I'm here. Just private message me, PM me on Facebook. And let's see if we can work together. I'd love to at least check it out. Cheers. Celebration!